Alright, welcome everyone to another episode of Vvardenfell Quests and Adventures. What a beautiful day. Ebonheart right there, and the cantons of Vivek here. We are at the St. Delyn canton, of course. Last week, if you remember, we worked on 4 quests from the Potter's Hall. All of them complete, okay? Alright.
Hey, wait for me.
Wait for me. Hey, should not forget.
I'm listening.
Gold connect flower to Laura, so that will increase her disposition.
Thank you.
Hopefully, we get to do Laura Craft's quest too sometime once her disposition is high enough, right? Okay, gotta go this way. Nals' acrobatics is like insane. If you look at it, his acrobatics is 89. They can't keep up with him. Yeah, Luce is definitely faster than Laura.
Laura and Nals are ready to meet their employers here at the Potter's Hall of St. Delyn. They have to meet Nals Othrovel to get their first job.
Is there something you need?
Hey, wait for me.
Why do you disturb me?
So he needs a pair of strong hands to collect something at Gunarmok. So Nals and Laura inform Elethis about their trip to Gunarmok when they were working for the Glassworkers Hall. Elethis asks them to travel to Gunarmok and offer a refund to a customer and collect the vase from them. Nals and Laura were not happy about the reward of 200 drakes, which won't cover the cost of travel. But then they accept the job, nevertheless hoping for some long-term gains. We now have a new quest in our journal, Potter's Hall, an Ordinary Shipment. Nals and Laura will have to meet a Khajiit named Vvardenfell, who lives at a shack called Dregjigger's Rest at Gunarmok. They have decided to take the boat to Gunarmok. They won't walk in the Bitter Coast jungle like last time. Laura has made it clear to Nals, no more aimless walking, they have to be professional. But first, they'll have to jump down from the canton.
Hey, wait for me.
Whee! After a tiring journey, Laura and Nals have arrived at Gunarmok, the real swamp fever capital of the world. So they have to find this Dregjigger's Rest.
You will address me with respect.
But then they notice a Hlaalu Gwar rider. Hello, officer of the Gwar.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. Why do you disturb me?
After talking to the Hlaalu Gwar rider, they enter the Dregjigger's Rest and meet Vvardenfell.
Ask if you must.
Hello sir, I'm Nals and she is Laura from the Potter's Hall in Vivek City. We are here to offer you a refund for the vase you purchased some time back. The Khajiit does not remember buying a vase. Elethis Othrovel from the Potter's Hall sent me here, sir. The Khajiit takes a minute, jogs his memory and finally remembers. Vvardenfell hands over a heavy package and tells them to be very careful during transport. Nals places the huge and heavy pot in his bag. It weighs 105 kgs, which is not normal. Nevertheless, Nals and Laura take the boat and head back to Vivek City.
I'm Delyn Salavel, shipmaster of Hlaalu. What's your destination?
After another tiring journey, they have arrived at the Potter's Hall. As they enter, they notice that the vase is shattered into many pieces. Did this happen during transport? As Nals examines the broken vase, he finds 10 pieces of ebony. No wonder the package was so heavy.
Is there something I can do for you?
So, what's going on? Is Elethis Othrovel and the Potter's Hall involved in illegal trade of ebony? Nals and Laura decide to confront Elethis.
quickly. I'm sure I can help. I know my way around Vivek. Just tell me what you're looking for.
Elethus was anxious to examine the broken vase, and then smiled when he saw the raw ebony. Then his expression changed to worry when he realized that Nals and Laura know what's going on. He takes a minute and offers them two options. Nals and Laura can keep the ebony, which will result in them becoming an enemy of the people at Potter's Hall. Or Elethus will offer them 1,000 drakes and they have to keep quiet about what happened and they will be in good terms with the hall. This is an interesting choice here. Nals and Laura understands that the people at the Potter's Hall are indulging in smuggling to make extra money. They also learned in the previous quest that the Potter's Hall is struggling to make ends meet. Nals and Laura are simple employees. They don't want to go against a well-known guild like the Potter's Hall. So they accept the 1,000 drakes. Elethus is happy and compliments them on being reasonable people. And that ends the quest. So Nals and Laura, are you okay working for an organization that indulges in illegal trade? We are fine with that. There are organizations that do a lot worse in Tamriel. They continue sipping their green tea as they stare into the horizon. Alright, that was an amazing quest with an unexpected choice there at the end. Great work by Olfheim, the mod author.
Now, where did I put that?
After a short break, Nals and Laura are ready for a new task.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
They have to talk to Dolsa Gilvani.
Say your business.
She says the Potter's Hall have been trying to expand their business and have invested a lot of money to train their staff to work on ebony wares. Now they are looking for new clients for these luxury products. They have an idea of giving some free samples to the rich nobles of House Hlaalu. They hope these samples can lead to some good deals in the future for the hall. Laura likes this idea. She adds that these Hlaalu nobles have a lot of contacts which will lead to sales. The hall can also anticipate bulk orders in the future. Dolsa nods and tells them to visit each of the Hlaalu Councillors, give them free samples and inform them that the Potter's Hall offers a new range of ebony products for sale. Nals and Laura are thrilled at the idea of meeting Hlaalu Councillors. They accept the job. This starts the quest, a gift for Hlaalu Councillors. We are outside the Hlaalu Canton Plaza. Laura went inside and spoke to some people, asking them about these Hlaalu Councillors. She made some notes in her journal. So Laura darling, what did you find about Crassius Curio? Crassius Curio is an imperial noble and a councillor of the great House Hlaalu, who owns a manor in House Hlaalu Plaza of Vivek. Here's some more information about Curio. He is rumored to be a great patron of arts, having commissioned some artists to do a mural for him. I'm very excited to see him, Nals. Alright, sweetie, that is great research. Let's go say hello.
Hey, wait for me.
They enter Curio Manor and observe the opulence of this dining area. Fancy. They then proceed to meet Curio, a jovial character who calls himself Uncle Crassius.
Ah, yes, that is my name, but it sounds like music when you say it.
Nals offers the free samples from the Potter's Hall. Crassius is absolutely delighted and promised to show them off to his guests at an upcoming party. Nals also does the marketing pitch and Crassius promised to visit the hall and place some orders. Happy with the meet, Nals and Laura exit the plaza smiling. Alrighty, that went well. So Laura darling, what do you think about Crassius Curio? Oh Nals, Crassius Curio is such a jovial character. I liked his positive vibes. 9 out of 10. Alright Laura, what do you know about Yngling Half-Troll? Yngling Half-Troll is a Nord noble and councilman for House Hlaalu. People say he has a rat breeding pen in his basement. How strange. I have also heard that he is a corrupt noble. Let's be cautious here, Nals. Thank you for the warning, dear. Let's go say hello.
Aren't you adventuring types supposed to be tough?
They enter St. Ohm's Yingling Manor and observe that the house does not have the same class as Curio Manor.
Ask or get going. Someone should teach you some manners. Favor me with your question, Pilgrim. Do you need me to point out some specific place? I am Yngling Half-Troll, noble and councilman of the great house Hlaalu.
Nals offers the free samples from the Potter's Hall. Yingling Half-Troll grabs them and holds a cup in front of his face for a few seconds, and then hurls some insults towards the Potter's Hall. Nals does the usual marketing pitch, but Yingling Half-Troll was not having it. He said he would order superior items from the mainland and orders Nals and Laura to get out. Laura, that was awful. There was no need to be rude. I have no respect for that guy. The arrogance of that Swit. Let's ensure we never bump into him again. Awful character, 1 out of 10. Nals and Laura then discuss Velanda Omani. Alright dear, what can you tell me about Velanda Omani?
Wait for me.
Velanda Omani is a Dunmer noble and councilman for House Hlaalu. She lives in Omani Manor, which is near St. Ohm's Canton. Also, I have heard she has no qualms about engaging in criminal activities, so we better be on her good side, Nals. Alright dear. Omani Manor is nearby, so let's jump. Whee! They arrive at Omani Manor. What a beautiful location for a home. They enter the manor and look for Velanda Omani.
Wonderful. Another wretched outlet. Just what we need.
Hello ma'am, I am Nals Othrovel and this is Laura. We are here from the Potter's Hall at Vivek. We have some free samples for you. Velanda holds an ebony cup and draws a crystal dagger from her belt and lightly taps the rim of the cup with it. It produces a clear chime. She looks at Nals and says she is happy with the sample and even complimented the Potter's Hall on the work. Nals does the usual marketing pitch and Velanda promises to visit and place some orders. So Laura darling, what do you think about Velanda Omani? Velanda Omani complimented the Potter's Hall. I like that. Although I do not understand tapping a cup with a dagger. 8 out of 10. Nals and Laura then discuss Nevena Ules, the last Hlaalu Councillor. Alright dear, what can you tell me about Nevena Ules? Nevena Ules is a dark elf noble, one of House Hlaalu Councillors. She resides in her manor west of Suran. She has a rivalry with other Hlaalu Councillors. I think she should be easy to deal with, Nals. Thank you dear. Let's go on a hike to Suran. It's a beautiful evening. So Nals, Laura and Luce go on a pleasant hike towards Ulis Manor. It's a beautiful sight.
Wait for me. Hey, wait for me.
They enter the manor and find a spacious room.
Hey, wait for me.
And here is Nevena Ulis.
Well, if you've come all this way, I suppose you can ask a few questions.
Nals offers the free samples from the Potter's Hall. Nevena loves them and says she has not seen anything like this since she visited the mainland. Nals also does the usual marketing pitch and Nevena promised to place some orders soon. She even gives one drake to Nals as a tip. This results in an entry in the journal, and it's time for our heroes to return to the Potter's Hall. So Laura darling, what did you think about Nevena Ulis? Nevena is such a sweetheart. I liked her. 9 out of 10.
I'm waiting. You again?
They speak to Dolz Gilvani, who was very happy with the way Nals and Laura went about their job. She also enjoyed listening to the reaction of each noble. Dolza Gilvani gave them an ebony dinnerware as payment for the work. And that completes this quest. I loved this quest, the writing was great, and meeting all the Hlaalu Councillors was fun. It is 6 PM, but Laura and Nals have decided to finish one final task for the Potter's Hall this evening. It's time to meet Drelis Ondin, the boss here.
Hey, wait for me.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Drelis compliments Nals and Laura on their work, which has assisted this humble guild. He wants to give a gift to them on behalf of the guild, but then he wants a small favor. Nals and Laura accept this and start the quest, Potter's Hall thanking for favors. This is a simple delivery job. Nals and Laura have to visit the East Empire Company building in the Ebonheart docks and make a delivery. Ebonheart is nearby. Let's jump.
Hey, wait for me.
What's going on?
You don't look well.
I admire your optimism
see
in
a
spite of
healer.
your, let's call it, mediocrity.
You're wounded, but you'll live. Now move on.
Nals and Laura enter the East Empire Company building and then meet Bolrin, who grabs the bag and slips it into his pocket. Bolrin was happy with the delivery and asks Nals to thank Drelis on his behalf.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Back at the Potter's Hall, Nals and Laura report back to Drelis.
Need to practice more.
Say what you want or go away. What do you want?
And that completes a simple delivery quest. Drelis gives them a gift. He says it is one of the finest pieces of ebony and they can sell it for a few thousand drakes if they need money.
Probably nothing.
He also says Nals and Laura are always welcome at the Potter's Guild of Delyn. So Nals and Laura say final goodbyes to Dolsa, Badbog Grashug, Ebony Smuggler, Drelis, Delyn and Rilos. And finally they thank Gomezu Sarano. What a nice place to work. Nals and Laura really enjoyed their time here. So Laura darling, did you enjoy your time at the Potter's Hall? Yes dear, such wonderful people. It was a pleasure. Thank you darling for doing a great job. And you too Luce, you are a darling too. What a sweet and loving family. Alright guys, Nals, Laura and Luce completed working for the Potter's Hall of Delyn, and they will now enjoy a well-deserved rest, and we'll see you guys soon.